Well, thank you very much for having me. The first and foremost, our hearts break for the families and the loved ones of the individuals who lost their lives in New Orleans yesterday. Indeed, the Federal Bureau of Investigation that is leading the investigation both in New Orleans and in Las Vegas, Nevada, has not found any connection between those two incidents. The most important development in the yet still preliminary investigation in New Orleans is the FBI's reassessment that, in fact, this individual, born in the United States, a U.S. citizen, appears to have been acting alone and not in concert with other individuals.
But indeed, the FBI has confirmed that that was 100% an ISIS-inspired attack. So what assurances can you give us that there are not more of these terrorists on the homeland today?
So this does appear to be an individual, a U.S. citizen, radicalized to violence by a foreign terrorist ideology, specifically the ISIS ideology. This is a phenomenon of homegrown violent extremists that we have seen develop and emerge over the past 10 years. The ISIS goal is to have Americans live in fear, and we cannot allow them to succeed in that regard. Our democracy, our way of life must prevail. We will continue to enjoy and flourish in our democratic way of life and not allow an atmosphere of fear to prevail and therefore have ISIS's goal succeed. We will not allow that to occur.
Got it. And just a moment ago, President Biden was speaking, Mr. Secretary. He said ISIS will find no safe harbor here. I just want to put up some numbers on the screen. These are numbers our audience are familiar with. We look at them every day because they do change. And this is the number of encounters, encounters of those coming over the border that are on the terror watch list. 16 since October alone. In all of 2024, 155 coming over the border into the United States. You look at the number in the year 2021, 703 encounters of those coming over the border on the terror watch list. How can we be sure that ISIS won't find a safe harbor here?
Oh, it is our highest responsibility to ensure the safety and security of the American people. And in the service of that responsibility, we screen and vet individuals, and individuals who pose a threat to public safety or national security are prioritized for immigration detention and removal from the United States. And looking at the matter before us, the tragedy in New Orleans yesterday, we are dealing with a United States citizen born in the state of Texas who was radicalized to violence by a foreign terrorist ideology. But let me be clear, whatever the nature of the threat, those who pose a threat to the American people are our highest priority for law enforcement action, as our laws provide, and we enforce and execute those laws every single day. And so many people in our department do so at risk to their own well-being.
There are going to be many who are going to hear you say that and wonder why more hasn't been done to stop people from illegally coming into the country, Mr. Secretary.